Actually, let me show you guys first what the space looks like. No judgment. It's a hot mess right now. I am one of those people that I can just wear anything and I can make anything look good. Yes, I can. You like smelling like candy. It's like candy, literally. I forgot to press the record button. Luckily, I still had the dress on. Anywho, can we have a moment for the dress and the body in the dress? Hey, hey. One. Hey all stars, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to a vlog. This vlog is all about letting go of what's old, what's not serving me, and getting ready for fall, reorganizing, looking at my space in a different lens. I have been doing this for so long, so I've collected so much camera equipment. I literally could start a studio, but I haven't been using these pieces. I've just been holding on to them. So I let go of those pieces. I let go of a lot of things. I've got designer jewelry that's fallen apart. I don't even know why I was holding on to it. Broken pieces, maybe in the hopes that I could take it in and fix it when I know they're costume jewelry. So there's no point. But I really do a good job of cleaning up. And I share tips on how to get your space ready for the new season. In addition to that, I do my hair. I shared a little bit, but I don't really like the hair. And I know somebody's gonna be like, that's cute. I didn't want it to be cute. I wanted it to be edgy, and it ended up being overly cute. So hence I just have it in a ponytail. It's a bob in braids, and it's not bad. It's just not what I envisioned. Hence I've just been putting in ponytails and playing around with it. And you'll see that more in the video. I also take you guys to the Avalon. We do lunch. That was super fun. I meet up with my girl TT, and then I share some new in items that I got beauty-wise. I made a little Chanel purchase. I also picked up some stuff from Cost. So there's a lot of fun stuff in the video. It's a vibe, if I might say so myself, darling. I have a good time. And, you know, it's, I think more importantly, just letting go of fear. And I talk about that a little bit in this vlog as well, because the only reason why we hold on to stuff is the fear of not getting it back. And I talk about that. I also share my stomach in this video. I don't think I've ever shared that, but I also talk about weight loss a little bit, probiotics or not to probiotics, all of that. So grab your popcorn, get a glass of wine. Let's get comfortable. As you guys know, my office, closet office, cloffice, I think that's what they used to call it. This is my style headquarters. This is where I put outfits together. This is where I display my bags. Most of my stuff is here. Mind you, I have my main closet in my room, but this is where I think about fashion. This is where I create my Instagram content. This is where, you know, I shoot all my outfit of the day. So having a space that works for me is important. I know a lot of people don't necessarily have their office in their closets, but the same thing applies for your main office. So what I decided to do was to change things around a little bit. And just, you know, rearrange, redecorate, reposition to kind of give myself a new feel, a fresh take, and just new eyes. I don't believe that you can truly create a new in an old space. I hope that makes sense. And yes, this is still the same space, but creating visual newness will give you a fresh new take on the new season, you know, fresh new ideas, and just make styling fun. So I'm gonna show you guys what I've done so far. And then we're gonna do a little cleaning because this space looks horrendous. And then I'm gonna give you style tips along the way. So yeah, let's start cleaning. Actually, let me show you guys first what the space looks like. No judgment. It's a hot mess right now. So we're not judging. We're not judging. We're cleaning. All right. Okay, so far this is the state of my office right now. We've got the perfumes there. So you guys can pretty much see what I've done so far. And I'm gonna try and insert a video of the way the space looked prior. If you don't remember, I'm gonna walk you through a little bit. So the mirror used to be here. Used to be right here. And then those little suitcases used to be beside the mirror on the door there. This chair and that chair were both right here. And then the marble center table or end table was right in the middle. The plant was always there, but I feel like it was kind of covered a little bit. Or maybe it wasn't. No, it wasn't. And then my lighting was over there. Sorry, my lighting was behind the plant, so you wouldn't really see that a lot. So the lighting was behind the plants as well as my tripods. So the reason why I decided to start moving stuff was because of the mirror. Because this light was directly behind me, whenever I would take pictures, it was a struggle. Even with this extremely powerful light system that I have here, my face would still look gray or ashy. And that wasn't fun. It didn't look good at all. I didn't like it. So I wanted to improvise. I wanted to create, do something a little different and play around a little bit. I don't remember why I moved the mirror there to begin with. I just knew I wanted something new. I wanted to try something different. So I moved the mirror. And I do think at one point I was having issues with lighting as well. But I was like, you know what? Let me try this again. And now the lighting is perfect in this mirror, which you guys can see. I don't have any lights on, but I'm nice and clear. Not that I wasn't clear over there when you come closer, but it's just a better light situation because I have this light coming from the side. Of course, the further you go back, the darker it is, but I just wanted to make sure my lighting was good without using my light, without having my artificial light on. So that is not on right now. So now it's pretty good. It looks great. But also another important thing for me was to make sure the chairs would have some kind of conversation. So if you have multiple chairs in your closet or in your space or a bench, you probably want to position in a way where easy conversation. So I felt like they had to be beside each other. But who makes the rules on these things, really? I still have a situation where this chair is facing the other. There can still be great conversation, and it works that way. So also another thing was this painting, which was by Benny Bing. He's a Canadian artist. Absolutely love his pieces. My husband has some pieces upstairs as well. The painting used to be up there, so I need to put it here now. So I'm still contemplating, do I want to have it perfectly centered or do I want to have it just over the mirror? Because when I'm shooting content for certain brands, they don't want any art in the background. So I'm still playing around with that idea, but it will go in this space. And one thing I've noticed when it comes to design and interior decorating and spaces like that, creating multiple spaces works. Like now I do feel like I'm going to be more inclined to use this for work and just sit here and not always sit at my desk. So if you have that extra space, not even just in your closet, but just in general, do that. But at the same time too, if someone comes in, they can sit here, or if I'm getting ready, I can easily sit there, put my shoes, tie my shoes, and then I'm easily in front, or I can even sit here because this is directly in front of the mirror. So played around with that movement. Also, I gave myself a little bit more space here. So now I have my tripods and my light there. And there's more space for my rolling rack, which I'm going to be utilizing more, especially during this transition phase. I would say to always utilize a rolling rack to put things on where, especially the things that you're not sure if you want to keep or not. This allows you to see them on a regular basis, and you can really determine if you want to keep them, what you're going to do with them, and you can start mapping that out. For me, these are a lot of clothes that I just brought back from a trip or I shot with, and I just haven't had the time to put them away, but you can use it for so many different things. But I do believe having a rolling rack, if you have the space, is so important. That way you can take things out, you can contemplate, and then either you put them back in the closet or you do get Goodwill or whatnot. Also, if you have new items, it's a great way to receive new items that just come into your closet before, putting it away. That way it gives you a little bit of time to determine, do I actually need this? Do I want to keep it? Is it going to work for my style? And then you go from there. All right, so now that I've walked you guys through what I'm doing or what I've done and a few style tips, now we're gonna start cleaning, and I will share style tips as we clean. So we're gonna start with fragrances. I normally don't believe in fragrances should be seasonal, or, I do believe you should be able to use your fragrances, all season long. However, because I don't have space, I think I'm going to start adopting that, and just figure out what to do with the fragrances I haven't used recently. So for instance, Fenty. This was gifted to me by the brand a long time ago, and I haven't used it. I actually forgot about it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably put this on display with some of the bags, so that way I see it. And then I do have other fragrances like this that I also haven't used. So I might do that, or I might give it to my daughter, or just give them away. But it really depends on how much space I have. I actually took a lot of makeup that I had in here out to create more space. So now I'm going to see how many more bottles of fragrances I can add. Normally I like to have some kind of system, but at this point, because I don't have a lot of time, I'm just going to try and arrange everything in here neatly. I do have some fragrances on the wall already, but I try to go by height to make sure I can see everything. And I also try to put the ones that I gravitate towards the most in the back. That way I know I'm going to go for them, and I can see everything else. So that's a great way to make sure you're using all the fragrances you love, and you have a nice, neat, and organized space. So now this is complete. We've got it to work. I still have pieces like this where I don't know what to do with just yet, because I don't like having things on display. I know a lot of people are asking me, where are all the bags? They miss the bag wall. I don't like clutter. And the older I get, I'm not compromising for that, for anything, just to have a whole bunch of bags on display. I don't like the look. I liked it maybe at one point, but I don't like it anymore. So now it's a matter of, what do I do with pieces like this? I haven't used it, but the bottle itself, or the I love this. I think it's beautiful artwork, and it is full of powder. Eventually I will use it, but I still have a lot more. So now I'm going back and forth in my head. Do I just take it upstairs to my room? Do I just give it away? I haven't used it for years, but I like the way it looks. I also have packages from brands of fragrances that are duplicates. So I need to come up with a plan on, where do I put all these extra fragrances that I will now use eventually later on when, I'm out, or will do for a giveaway. So that's going to be part of my planning and just really sitting down. Another thing I would highly advise is, come up with a plan before you start. I have a vague plan for cleanliness in general, but I don't have a plan just yet for the backlog, for extra storage. I have ideas in mind, but which means I really have to go through a lot of things that I've just been putting aside, and really have that honest conversation with myself and really try my best to get rid of stuff. So I think the main thing about cleaning up and getting ready is taking the time to actually put in the work. Create a map for yourself, because if you just clean up, you're going to find yourself in the same scenario, the same rut after a couple of weeks. But if you actually have an organization plan, it's going to be seamless, because everything will always have a home. Hence, there won't be as much clutter. If there are systems that you actually adhere to, once something new comes in, something old must come out. No exceptions. And I know I'm saying this because I haven't been following it, but if I'm telling you, I have to be accountable. So we're going to be accountable to each other. Y'all are my all-stars. So I rely on you just as much as you rely on me. So that is the goal. Another thing, so in addition to having that Laura Mercier piece, I also have items like this that I think are so cool, but what am I doing with it? Where is it going to go in my space? Maybe I can put it with the blues on the shelf. That could be fun. But there's also product in there that needs to be used. And I'm not putting this on display in my washroom. My washroom is very clean. It's very simple. So either I'm giving this away or I'm using it. Something's got to give. But I'm going to have a little pile for the pieces like this where I'm just like, they're not necessarily serving me. They're visually pretty. They're visually fun, but they're not serving me. So I need to really determine what to do with it. If you guys have pieces like this or dilemmas like this and you really struggle with that, or if you figured it out, please share, because I'm not going to pretend like I know everything. You know, I'm forever learning, but there are certain things that I have done that just work. And that's what I really want to share with you guys. But if you guys have any good tips, please share as well. So, and I know somebody's going to say, just send it to me. We'll see. But yes, do share. It's so funny because I actually created a video where when I was taking out my summer stuff, and I never posted it. I just realized I never posted it. So what I do when I'm getting ready or when we're transitioning, I take out the things that are just extremely seasonal. It's too premature for me to do that right now because, like I said, it's still very hot outside. But I use clear bags, clear storage bags that I got from Amazon. I got them years ago and I reuse them every season. And they're clear, so I'm able to see what's actually in there. Every now and then, if I'm traveling to somewhere warm and I have my summer clothes away, I can just have a quick glance at that bag and I see which bag the items are in. Or you can also label them. I haven't started labeling them just yet, but what I do, because I don't label them, I put blazers all in one bag, bottoms all in one bag, certain sweaters go in one bag. So if you don't want to label them, I would suggest to label them. But if you don't label them like me, just make sure you keep all the same silhouettes in the same bag. So shorts will all be in one bag. Pants are all in one bag. Anything that is very season specific should always stay together. That way, if you need easy access, if you're traveling to somewhere cold, if you're traveling to somewhere warm, you can see where it is. It's easy access for you. This is what I mean about just keeping stuff. I love this candle. It's so cute, but I haven't used it in almost a year. But I love it because of the outside of it. This was the artist who sent this to me, was supposed to mimic my lips. And I thought that was so cool. So now I'm contemplating, do I want to keep it on display? Does it still work in the space? And the answer is yes. I can easily put it right over here, even though I've taken a lot off of this table because I do want it to be a work table for me, but I can still put it there. Actually, I don't like the way that looks. So I might actually just have to get rid of it. So letting go of certain things, especially things that you think are so cool, is difficult, but you have to think about the overall mission. What am I trying to achieve here? I am trying to achieve a clean, organized space. So is having something that looks cool and artsy more important than that? That will be your decision to make. For me, I think at this point in my life, having a clean, clear space that will help me think better, strategize better is more important. So I got to say goodbye to pieces like this. Actually, I'll take it upstairs to my washroom. I'll take it upstairs to my washroom and I'll burn it there. There you go. That's the thing. So, but you need to make that decision for yourself. I think I'm ready to sell some bags again. I don't know. I've been going back and forth on it. I'm thinking about selling that blue Chanel. I don't know if you guys can see it. This one here. A couple of my girlfriends have expressed interest in it and I just haven't used it. And there are more bags in here that I just don't use. If I'm being honest, I've been gravitating towards my Agile wallet most of the time. I just pick up the wallet and I go. Or there's certain bags that I've just been, loving. And I've been using this bag a lot too, actually. So if I decide to get the Hermes version of it, I know I would use it because I've been using that a lot. It fits the Agile. I think my Agile wallet's in there right now. It fits my Agile. Yep. I have my Agile Oyi in there. I used it on my trip. It was just really useful. So now I've been using this a lot. And I know I have my moments. I rotate. I was using the Bottega Andiamo a lot. Oh, snap. It's heavy. I still have stuff in there. So yeah, it's just a matter of figuring out and having honest moments with myself. I also have bags up there as well that I couldn't even tell you what was up there. So that tells me that I need to get rid of some of this stuff to make more space. I also just remember that I have another set of drawers outside of my office that I don't use and that are full of just things that brands might have sent to me. A brand sent me a record player. I don't have any records, and I've kept it for almost 2 years now. Why, might you ask? I have no idea. So, there's a little bit of contradiction. Even though I don't like stuff, I'm finding myself keeping things for these just in case moments. I think for the record player, it's, well, maybe my daughter might like it or somebody might want it. And then somebody sent me a disco ball, and I'm like, well, maybe I could use it for, a photo shoot or whatever. So I need to come up with a strategic plan, or at least have a bin where I can put all of these creative pieces or things that I can use for photo shoots. And then at the same time, things that I might use for giveaways or back order, like all those perfumes. So I'm going to, once I determine what closet that'll be, I'll insert that as well, so you guys can see what I end up doing with it. But I have a good idea in mind of where. I just need to do the initial cleaning in here, because that'll allow me to sit down and plan properly and get ready for the rest of the day. I also have a meeting in about an hour and a half, so I really have to hurry up. I feel like I'm talking too much. Let's finish this cleaning. Somebody was probably curious, will the ladder be able to go now that I've moved this chair here? Yes, it goes all the way still. Does it obstruct the bottom drawer? It does a little bit. However, I still have enough space to get in and out and to get my coats, because this is where I have my coats. That's another thing I need to get rid of, coats. Maybe I'll have another video of just laying everything out, especially the coats. I have taken over the entire main floor closet with coats. I have coats in my work closet here, and I have coats here. So I need to get rid of at least half of these coats, because I live in Atlanta. It doesn't get cold here. It gets a little cold, but not enough to have the amount of coats I have. So I really need to have a come to Jesus moment with me. Maybe that'll be later on in this video where I just sit down and look at the coats and really determine, or at least look at the trends or what I feel like there is potential longevity for. So stay tuned for that. Everything in my office actually has a home, so that's really good. But now it's a matter of the back stock, the back end. And that's where the problem lies. There are too many things in the back. So I need to get rid of all these excess things. And like this space here, I don't know if I'm too embarrassed to show that. No, it is what it is. So this will probably be something that I really need to tackle and look for organization tools. I have shoes there. I have receipts. It's just a mess. It doesn't serve me in any shape or form. That tripod is broken, so I don't know why I'm keeping it. So there's just things in here that I feel like we all have things that we're not even using, and we just use it to occupy space. So that's going to be one of my bigger projects, to really just get rid of all of that stuff. Okay, so I have officially completed cleaning up the office closet space. However, I haven't done the behind the scenes, the back of house. I would say, in my opinion, the most important part of making sure this space stays clean and stays the way I like it, which is organized. I now have to go behind the scenes, take out all like the storage stuff, redo the shoes and bags on the back end, really decide what I'm keeping for fall and moving forward in this new season. But in my head, I was going to do that all today. But the more I started doing this, I had a vague plan. I didn't have a very concise plan. So I realized that. And I realized, in order to make sure the space works for me and it's very intentional, I actually need to sit down and devise a plan, almost map it out. That way I won't go astray. That way I stick to the plan and I am decluttering as well. So, what I'm going to do now is map out the rest of my week, figure out what days I have a little bit more extra time, and then put that on the calendar and then make a separate plan as to what goes what where. I just had a quick look at my console in the hallway, and it's full of magazines that are like years and years old. And if I'm being honest, I don't revisit magazines. I used to. I used to go to my old magazines. I used to stock up on magazines. Let me know if you used to do that. I used to keep old magazines, but that was also back in the day where there were no digital magazines. And now everything's online. So, with that being said, I had to have a come to Jesus moment with myself. Why am I still keeping paper magazines? I love them in theory, but all they're doing is occupying precious space that I just really need. So I'm going to get rid of a lot of my magazines. I might not get rid of all of them and put them in my garage, and maybe put them in a box. So maybe later on, if I do want to really archive or go back, I can do that. But as of now, I just don't want them in the office space or in the hallway because I need that space. So once I clear those spaces out, I can now take some of the stuff that's in here, put them there. I can go over bags. I can go over when PR products come in. I have houses for everything. So that is the goal. And of course, I will share that with you guys. So keep on watching. Hey, all stars. So I just got back from picking up ice cream cones from Jenny's. I'm making some fun content around this. It's for their black OPEC, I think it's called, ice cream that they launched. So just doing some fun content around that, like the Agile wallet and, all black and all that fun stuff. Anyway, you'll see that. If it's out, I'll have it pop up. If not, just make sure you're following me on Instagram. Anywho, so the office is clean. We've done a lot of good work. You saw me putting together that little trolley. I'll like do a step by step on that and like how I'm making it work and how I'm using like all these little organization tools to just get my life together. And I've been doing that for the last couple of days, so it's working. But before I get into that, I just want to start with my closet. I think I'm ready for a massive clean out. I'm going to have a come to Jesus moment with myself and just take things out. I already started a new Pinterest board to really inspire me and inspire how I want to style pieces this fall season. And just by doing, I think I probably pinned 10 outfits and I was so inspired. I started rethinking the way I could style the pieces that I have. But then also it really gave me an aha moment for the pieces I don't need or not necessarily serving my style right now. So I will be taking stuff out. I'm not going to bore you guys with that, but I'll show you like afterwards. And if there are any tips, I'll share that with you as well. Let me know if you guys want me to share like this new personal style pin board that I have. I have it on private right now, but if you guys want, if you feel inspired or if you feel like our styles are similar, I can definitely share that with you. Just let me know in the comments and I'll do that. But in the meantime, I'm going to get to work. I also am going to be braiding my hair. I'm doing something fun and different. So hopefully before the end of this video, it will be done. I am trying to pace myself with it because it's going to be like single braids, but very interesting. So keep on watching. My inspiration for that was also from Pinterest. So I need to start paying attention to Pinterest again. And I do have like a following and everything on Pinterest. I just haven't done anything. So maybe that's my sign to get back on it. But let me know are you a Pinterest girly? So we're talking about how TT's travel agency is like the ish. So I'm gonna get. I don't know. Maybe do I interview you? We have to have a sit down where you explain to the girlies.
We'll talk about Morocco.
Yes. Oh
That was
yes.
epic.
That
And
was
then we'll
epic.
just, yeah.
Okay, so stay tuned for that. That's coming. That's coming.
I think that'll be
Absolutely.
an easy.
Yeah. What I tell you, and I've been on a lot of trips, a lot of different places all over the world. The Morocco Marrakesh trip that we went on, bar none, best trip ever. Ever. If you want like that, like, what is it called? White glove service. Like, literally felt like a fucking prince, excuse my language, like a princess. From the moment we got off the plane, my name, calling our name, everything. We didn't even, yo, felt like royalty. Anyway, we'll talk about it. Stay tuned. Okay, so I'm back from, let's move you guys a little closer. Okay, I'm back from Avalon, from Rumi's lunch with TT. I'm so proud of her. Well, you guys know I've been talking about it a little bit here every now and then. The best trips I've ever had in my life were planned by her. And now to see her actually start her business, her travel agency, and bring that to fruition. She was telling me about some of the trips she's putting together for some of her clients. When she was like, oh, I'm going to Turkey for a client. And I'm like, what? So I'm just so proud of her. And I will definitely try and put something together where she can talk a little bit about what she's doing in her services, because I have to say the best trips I've ever been on in my life were planned by her. Every detail. Anywho, so the food Roomies was great. I tried something different. So if you're in Atlanta, or if you go to Roomies and you love Roomies, if you love Mediterranean food, the food is always great in my opinion. But normally I usually get the lamb kebab, or I get the salmon. So this time around I got the chicken kebab, and it was really, really good. But I did switch out the rice, and I did the raisin rice. I can't remember the name of it, and he said the name again, and I always forget. I just tell them the rice with the raisins, and chef's kiss. Excellent. Anywho, I figured, you know what? Let me do a quick what's new in my closet. I'm not shopping as much, but I still get quite a lot of PR stuff. I feel like I probably inserted a little clips of me putting this situation together, because I have a whole new system. If you have not rearranged your space for the new season, I imply that you do. I beg you to. It's a game changer, at least for someone like me who tends to get overwhelmed, tends to feel disorganized, hates being unorganized. Having systems, game changer. And I find that there's always points in my life where I just get overwhelmed and I let everything topple on me. Not in a physical sense, but I get overwhelmed by work, by life, all of that. And the only way to dig myself out of that is getting organized, is looking at life in a different frame or lens. And I did that, and I've been doing it in slow doses. I've been cleaning up my space. I took a lot of stuff out. I took a lot of my electronics out, which I now have to try and sell. I have been hoarding and collecting so much equipment over the last, I would say I really started really collecting equipment over the last, I would say 12 years as a creator. I had a professional camera before I started content creating for my art. But then I just started collecting like amazing cameras, and not like mediocre, but expensive cameras. And I only use one particular camera for shooting. Sometimes I use about 3 cameras to shoot YouTube, just from different angles, but I don't do that as often. But I got so many different devices. I have something that you can put a camera on and it just kind of like drives on it. So y'all, I don't even, I never figured out how to use it properly. I have gimbals that are like, when you go to weddings and stuff, when you see those photographers holding those I have that. I'm not a professional photographer. Mind you, I could be because I'm that good at it, but I don't use it and I don't shoot myself. So I just had to take all of that out and really have like honest come to Jesus moments with myself. Like, what are you doing with this stuff? And taking all of that out, it was like weight was lifted over off my shoulders. So now I just have to figure out how to sell everything. And then I have to complete my closet. I have started doing that with my closet. I think I might have mentioned this earlier that I've started a Pinterest board to really just try and figure out how I want to show up style wise. And I'm doing this to narrow down the stuff because I am one of those people that I can just wear anything and I can make anything look good. Yes, I can. But because of that, I have a lot of stuff. So I figured, you know what, let me try something different to give myself peace of mind and to really narrow down how I want to show up, how I've been dressing lately. Yes, I've started that. I'm advising you to do the same, basically. So, but I figured, you know, I'll share some new and stuff. This thing is a game changer. So I have two. I have one that has the things that I want my friends to just take stuff from. And then I have this one that has, let me see if I can share, like you guys can see this properly and see everything in there. So it has, these are all just kind of like some back end perfumes that I use a lot that I still want to use. Those are things at the bottom that I need to take upstairs. And then from here up, we've got new and stuff. So these are some things that just came in, and instead of just dumping them or leaving them in boxes and letting the boxes pile up, I decided to do this, and it's cleaner. It just makes the office look so good. And stick around to the end because I will show you guys the new space, what it looks like. I know I've shared like little pieces here and there of me organizing, but I want to just share the space. The lighting is beautiful in the evening, so we're going to do that. So I have something from Chanel. Y'all, make sure you check out my TikTok. Make sure you're following me on TikTok and Instagram because I do a little video about Chanel lying to us. But I kind of got that before. But yes, we've got some beauty stuff. That's not beauty, that's jewelry. Yeah, so I'm just going to do a quick unboxing of what's new in terms of this. And then, I did get some clothing. So we're going to try them on together because I need to decide what I'm keeping, and this is from Cost. Hopefully they fit because I have been losing a little bit of weight, even in the outfit I'm wearing today, which is super cute, by the way. Let me see if I can share this outfit with you guys. Right now I just have my house slippers on, but you guys remember these Zara jeans? Very cute. And then this top was from Revolve. I was afraid the top would like fall off of me because it's a little on the big side now, and my jeans are definitely on the big side, but they fit great. I share this with you guys. I have my waist trainer on, guys, and they still fit good. So that tells me that I'm losing a little bit of weight. I thought I would have gained it all back because I've been eating, but I'm also working out hard right now. So I guess the working out is helping. So, but in the meantime, let's see what's on the rolling rack. Oh, before I destroy it. So actually, I'll start with this. I just got this literally. Oops. Oh, clearly I'm aggressive. But I just got this in the mail. My daughter brought it in when she came in from school from Neutrogena. And I actually go out and buy Neutrogena. So it's always nice when I get stuff from the brands that I buy. I guess they have something new, which is, let's see, what is this? Because the first step in starting fresh is to come clean. So it looks like this might be new. I don't know if this is new or not. This is a Hydro Boost with hydrolonic acid, ultra soft cleansing towels. I normally just buy their regular towels, so I'm very anxious to see how this is. I will definitely be using that. And then I have a Hydro Boost gel. So this is, I guess this is, it says new look. So it's a new look. Let me know if any of you guys have tried these products. I haven't used any of their face washes or anything, but their wipes, I use them religiously, especially when I travel, because I get lazy when I travel. I don't always want to wash my face. And this is one thing about me, and this is me in this journey of a mind shift. I used to tell myself washing my face was so much work. I hated it. That's why I used to run away from wearing makeup, because I hated washing my face. So now I'm trying to change that mindset. Like, washing my face is great. I love washing my face. well, I was going to say even working out. No, I've always loved working out. But every now and then I do tell myself that, oh, I don't want to do it. But then I'm just like, no, I love it. It's the best way to start the day. So I think the more you speak the positive things and you tell yourself that positive things are not negative or they're not hard, the more you'll want to do it. Sometimes I use these and I still wash my face. So it's just easier than using the cleansing balms. I use them, but I feel like they leave this greasy film and that irritates me. So I know somebody's going to say these are bad for the planet. They're just so much easier. I'm sorry. This is the fresh foaming cleanser. So I guess they're giving their products a new look. So if you're new to Gina Girly, they're new looks. Okay, what else do we get? So this, one of my girlfriends, who's also a creator, she did like a spa day with this brand in LA. And they were like, yeah, we want you to come out. I'm like, I'm not in LA unless you want to fly me out. But they're like, oh, we'll send you the product. So I thought the packaging on this was really nice and I can't wait to try it. So it looks like there's a whole bunch of stuff. What is this? This is a lipid recovery mask, neck and I don't know. I can't remember the name of it. Y'all know what I'm talking about. This area. Don't make fun of me. It's been a long day. So yeah, something for that. I didn't know that there was a mask for that. So, mine still looks good. 46, baby. Oh, what do we think about my hair? I should add the picture of what it looked like, but I was like, it wasn't full enough. There was just something off about it for me. My sister was like, it's nice, it's different, and it'll grow on you. But my big sister, she's one of the, she's kind of old school. She likes the nice full long hair and all of that look. And she's like, I don't know. She didn't even say anything. So that's when I knew she didn't like it. And I was like, well, maybe if I curl it, it might, give it a little bit more fullness. And instead of me to just stick to my guns and be like, no, this was the look I wanted because it was a bob. I'll try and insert a picture if I can find one. So I ended up curling it and doing the rods, but burnt my head, burnt my scalp, and I hated it. So this is the only way I'm going to wear it. And I have a photo shoot tomorrow. So I'm like, yeah, I spent all day, the whole weekend trying to do this hair only for me to put it in a ponytail, but it still looks decent. So c'est la vie. So they have their little booklet with this. And then, what is this? I think, is this, did I break it? Lipid body treatment. Interesting. Firming and tightening. So is this like a body lotion? It's like glass. It's so heavy. I can't even imagine that being. The packaging is really beautiful. Let me get my glasses. Sorry, oil cleanser. So it's just an oil cleanser. I was just saying I'm not a huge fan of oil cleansers, but we can always give it a try. And then it's a serum. It's all made in the USA. That's cool. So yeah, I can't wait to give all those products a try. And then there's something else. What is this? So this is a cream. Their packaging is really beautiful. The bottles are very they're heavy. I'm definitely going to update my skincare routine because I've had a lot of people ask me. A lot of people have been commenting that it looks like I'm aging backwards. And that's a nice comment to hear. I feel like I've shared my skincare routine. It changes quite often as I continue to receive new product. But I definitely want to do an update on that. Even my husband. So when he went to Toronto recently, I wasn't there. And my sister messaged me while he was there. She's like, what are the products you're giving your husband? His skin looks so good, blah, blah, blah. So she was like, you guys both need to do a skincare routine or just share what we're using. So maybe let's see if I can convince him to get on Beyonce's internet with me and we can both share the products we've been using and loving lately. So if you guys want to see that, just comment husband. And then I'll show him all the comments and then hopefully that way he will, chime in because it's been a minute since he's been on my channel. Like it's really been a long time. I'm sure a lot of you guys, especially if you're new, you've probably never seen my husband on the channel. This thing is, what I do is just not his forte. So that's why he's just never on here. And then Jones Rowe sent me something. I think these are lipsticks. The complexion set. What is this? So now, since products are still coming in, I have to decide, what am I keeping? What am I using? So, oh, this is like some kind of foundation. And I know their products are really good. This is actually would be a good color for me. I should have tried this morning. I did very minimal makeup today just because I was just going for lunch. I didn't want to do anything heavy. I used a BB cream from Tarte. Actually, it was really good, but it was a little on the dark side. So I mixed it with a CC cream. I don't know if you're not supposed to do it or you're supposed to do it, but I did it. I mixed the BB cream from Tarte with the CC cream from It Cosmetics, and it was a good match. My skin looks really good. Then I did a little bit of blush. I mixed the Nessa Myrick, it's like the orange color, I can't remember what it's called, with a YSL pink. So the makeup came out really good. It was very minimal. Then I used, Rare Beauty sent me some, did they send it to me? Or I got it in a bag or something, a PR bag. Some kind of finishing powder. And I just did that with the Laura Mercier finishing powder. So it came out really well. So this looks like a foundation. Can't wait to try that. Eye cream. I'm always, looking for good eye creams. And then what are we? Neutralizer pencil. Assuming this is kind of like a concealer pencil, because it says face pencil. Clearly, I'm not like a, makeup girly, because half this stuff, I have no idea what to do with it. So I'm trying to discover what to do with these products, or I just have to let go. And if you didn't know, Jones Row is by Bobbi Brown. So we love that. This is a new fragrance. I got 2 new fragrances in. But the Valentino one, I feel like I have that already. So this brand, I have one of their fragrances, and I have been really bad at using it. So I'm happy they sent this to me. If I'm correct, I got a chance to smell this at Sephora. It's really good. Let me spray it again. Oh yeah, it really is like caramel. This is yummy. Oh, I like this. This is good. You like smelling like candy. It's like candy, literally. They also sent me this hair and body fragrance mist. What? Oh, this is nice too. Marshmallows. I'm gonna be smelling yummy. I'm gonna take this one upstairs, and because I like to put on body mist right after I get out of the shower, and then when I get down here, I do the perfume business. So this is really nice. This is another brand that has sent me a lot of stuff in the past. I'm a fan. Are they Japanese? I can't remember. But the products are good. I've constantly used this. Even my son uses it too. This one is an activating serum. So I've been told not to use more than 3 serums, but I'm like, who makes the rules? If they're all doing different things, why not? So I'm gonna start using this again, because this is a product that I've used a lot in the past, and I really, really love it. Valentino Beauty scent. What are these? Y'all, why is my daughter asking me to, can I have some lipsticks? And I'm like, dude, are you kidding? Mind you, she's going to be 13 tomorrow. Yay, happy birthday to her. I still can't believe my baby is 13. Like, I started this when she was born. So I celebrate, oh, it's lipstick. I celebrate her birthday, and I celebrate, the blog. Well, it started as a blog, and then it became everything else. But yeah, this is beautiful. Look at this red. Okay, YSL. Oh, this is beautiful. Oh, I love that color. Damn. Oh, wow. And I like the packaging. This is really nice. Let me see. They sent 3 colors, or 2 colors rather. I think 3 colors. Look how beautiful that color is. That's going to look good. I promised myself to start playing around with makeup again. And because I've convinced myself that taking makeup off is not hard, I will definitely do it more. Of course, I'll give myself more makeup-free days just because I enjoy that, but I will definitely, and then that's, oh, I think this one's like it's like a gloss. I should do that with all of them. Let's see. Oh, it still looks good. Looks really good. I like that. Let me see if they're all glosses. I should just read the bloody lip balm. So they're all lip balms. Interesting. So they are Spike Valentino Hydrating Disco Lip Balms. And they look great over lipstick, and they add a nice little sheen. I don't know if I want to keep these downstairs. I think I'm going to keep them downstairs here in my office so I can use them as a top-up. after a long day or after, because seems to be what I do the most. But I wouldn't mind doing like a dark liner with that dark color. I think that would look really good. And the same thing with the red. So like I said, we're going to be exploring, but the packaging on this is absolutely delish. Delish and nutrish and very yummy. Okay. So this is an anti-aging serum. See, that's why my skin looks so good, because I've been using this shit for a minute. Mind you, there's a whole bunch of stuff that I know contributes to my skin looking really good. And I just love that for me. Like I do. All of what this 46-year-old's been using and her skin looking this good. No filters. So my girl got me this when she was in, I don't know, she was traveling all over Europe over the summer. And I asked her to buy this for me because I am a collector of Chanel brooches, pins. So this is the newest edition because I don't have this metal combination. And you know, it's always a little cheaper overseas. So this is the newest piece to my collection. Isn't that pretty? It's just simple, clean, and classic. Let me show you guys what I do have so far. So see, these are the ones that I have so far. But can we have a moment for how nice I made my like jewelry section? And I took a lot of jewelry out as well, which you guys would have seen. Even the pieces that were broken, I held on to them, but I took them all out and I'm nice and organized now. So we're going to put this one in there and then, okay, so I mean, I am obsessed. COS is, y'all know, one of my absolute favorite stores because they've got great quality. They've got these clean, timeless silhouettes, but with a modern twist. And if you're an all-star, you know I love classic pieces, but I love styling them to look modern and on trend. And COS does a lot of that work for me. When I originally saw this blouse, I didn't realize that the neckline and the cuffs are actually an elastic band. So it has a t-shirt kind of appeal. And I love the juxtaposition of that casual with the flowy, on-trend, billowy sleeves, very romantic top. So the hem of the top is like this. I definitely went too big, in my opinion. I think this is a medium. So I would say definitely go for your size. But of course, we can always make it work. And then I wanted to get the matching skirt. I just love the drape kind of detail and the way it hugs my body. I definitely need to go down a size, so stay tuned for that. But the color, and ignore the bra. That was what I was wearing. So yeah, it's so pretty. I just need smaller sizes in both. I don't remember what size I got in this. I think I got a small. Let's see. What does that say? I can't see. So this is a size small. So I guess it's meant to be very billowy, which I don't mind. And I don't mind the off the shoulder details. I guess that's how it's supposed to fit. But I think I might need an extra small. I don't know. What do you guys think? Anywho, I have about 2 more pieces. So we're going to try those on real quick. I don't know about you guys, but I am completely obsessed with the wide leg, like exaggeratedly wide. What do they? I can't remember, the name's not coming to me. Palazzo, even like a dressy palazzo type wide leg pant. I'm obsessed with that trend right now. Jeans, pants, everything, give it to me. So when I saw one of my girlfriends on TikTok wearing these pants, I'm like, dude. And I knew it was from COS because she does a lot of COS stuff. So I had to get it. She was like, it might be sold out. It wasn't. They had a full size run. I know I'm showing my stomach. Stretch marks and all. But the workouts have been working. They've been doing what they need to do. And I stopped using the probiotics because I wasn't happy with what it was doing to my stomach and constantly going to the washroom. So I stopped it. So I do think it's not necessarily the probiotics that I was using that I shared with you guys. I think it's just the workout and focusing on strength as opposed to just cardio, which was what I was doing before, and eating better. I am being, not that I was a bad eater. I've always taught myself, well, not always, but in my 20s, I realized that portion sizes was my big thing because I love food. I will eat everything and anything. But now I'm really focusing on portion sizes, and I've identified what makes me feel bloated and uncomfortable. Every now and then I do have my issues, but for the most part, the stomach is, it's doing what it needs to do. I just need to, well, the stretch marks are there, and I still need to get like the surgery to remove the, to close up the stomach muscles, because like I said, I've been working out my entire adult life. I kickbox, not Taibo. I have belts, Pilates, peanut. I am a workout person. I love to work out. And I know somebody's going to say, well, share your workout regime. Maybe I will. Sometimes I just don't know how to package these things for you guys. And I feel like nobody cares. Even with the vlogs, it took me a minute to start doing vlogs because I'm just like, my life is boring as fuck. So, I work. I like to work. I was just having this conversation with Titi. She's like, nobody sends me. Who sent you? That's a Nigerian thing. Who sent you? If I'm not working, I feel like something's wrong with the world. And I think it's just the way I grew up, watching my parents work all the time. And that, Nigerian thing where you have to work. If you're not working, like we grew up having housemaids in Nigeria. We still did more work than the damn housemaids. Like, make that shit make sense. Anywho, back to the outfit. The pants. I don't even know where I got there with the pants. It was what I was trying to show you guys. And I know I'm not really a low-rise girly, but I love the pants. And because for some reason cost is not, I don't know what's wrong with them, but they're not doing longer hems. So I think I'm going to take this in or do it myself and let the hems out so they can be really long. That way I can wear them high. So I went with let me just take this off. This is a bralette, so it's all good. So this is what I did with these pants. This is a size 6. I would say technically I'm probably a size 4. No, a size 2. But I like to do size 4s because I have got a bum. But I went with the size 6 because I wasn't sure. And then I've had this issue with cost where some of the size 2s are too tight. The size 4s fit, but they're too short. So I went up a size to get that length, and I'm happy I did. But look how wide they are. But the only thing is, for it to be the way I want it to look in terms of the length, I have to wear it low. So even though I don't necessarily love wearing my pants this low in the rise, I'll do them for this particular pair of pants, and I'll just wear it with longer bottoms. So if you're like me, you don't necessarily like lower rises, you can find your workaround that way because it still fits. I don't have a lot of gaping. There's a little bit of extra space, but this is such a great cut that it really sits well on the body. You've got the slip pockets. The fabric is nice and thick, not too thick, so you can still wear it now in between seasons. And I'm obsessed with this. So I got this blazer as well. I do think I need to go up a size in the blazer, though. It feels a little tight on my sleeves, and it's supposed to be an hourglass shape. It fits, but I don't know. I like my blazers to fit a certain way, and this is not cutting the bill. I really thought it would be more hourglassy, but it's not bad. It looks good. Maybe because I realized I don't have a black suit. I used to. I knew I had theory suits. Like, that's what I used to buy a lot of theory suits, but I guess I got rid of them or gave them away. I don't know. I haven't had the need to wear a suit. But if you are one that you like things nice and fitted, then, go with your normal size. Sleeves are perfect lengthwise. I have long arms. And it's really beautiful. This is a nice suit. The fabrics are not identical, but because the color is identical and the hues take, the fabric took the dye pretty much the same, it can pass as a set. So yeah, I really, really like this. I wouldn't wear it like this. I'm not gonna, show off all my stretch marks for the world. I could wear a sheer top under this, or a fitted top or a fitted tank top, but I definitely wouldn't. I'm just not comfortable with going out and showing my stomach like this. But it's cute though. I love the pants. If you love these pants as much as I do, just let me know. And if you have them already, let me know because the pants are just chef's kiss. All right, I have one more dress. Y'all, I've been talking for 2 minutes and I forgot to press the record button. Luckily, I still had the dress on. Anywho, can we have a moment for the dress and the body in the dress? Hey, hey. It's so pretty. I love it. Red is one of the trending colors for fall, and I see why. COS does a phenomenal job with red. This red is everything. This fit. The ruching, perfect. I went with a size small in this. I have a little bit of extra space, but, I feel like I tend to go back and forth between a size small and an extra small, but I prefer the small, just because I like that extra space or leeway. There's a lot of stretch in this dress. Like, it is stretchy. It is super stretchy, and I love that. It's so beautiful. It hugs the body well, looks great on my bum, a little ruching on the stomach, covering anything. Mind you, I know I was showing my stomach off, but let me say I just took my waist trainer off. If I hadn't had my waist trainer on, would I have been showing my stomach? Maybe not. But, the waist trainer helps. It's funny because I have been wearing, not that one because I tend to buy them over and over again, but I've been wearing a waist trainer for well over 13 years. As my daughter turns 13 tomorrow, I've been wearing a waist trainer for over 13 years, and that shit sucks. I probably will eventually get the surgery done because it's just such a nuisance. I just feel like I should be able to work out enough to get the results I want. I am a results-driven person, hence the reason why I've been working out diligently for well over 20 years. And I do have the results I want. It's just the stomach still bothers me. And I know people are like, oh, blah, blah. It's a me thing. We all have our things. Anywho, back to the dress. The fit is everything. It's stunning, darling. And it looks really good with this necklace, carry my little agile wallet, a black pair of heels. She's ready, darling. But, I think the way that I originally planned in my head on wearing this was like a stack of like different gold necklaces and give it like a edgy girl look. We'll see. We'll see. We're going to play around with this one. Even a pair of, I've got these beautiful pink Jimmy Choo velvet booties. That could look really good too. We'll see. But the dress fits really good. There's tons of stretch in it. It is super comfortable. And I just love the cut. It's stunning. It's stunning. Darling, she's fabulous. All right, All Stars. That was a few weeks in my life. I hope you guys enjoyed the vlog. I will link everything shared in the description box, including the skincare products and all of that good stuff. Like I said, if you want my husband to share his skincare routine and for me to share my updated one, just comment husband, and I'll try and make him do that with me, maybe either in a vlog or just a skincare vlog, and we'll just make it a skincare vlog. We'll see. But let me know if you guys want to see that, if you're interested in seeing that. Make sure you guys check out my trend report. That was really good. I was so excited to do it and share it, but I guess I just posted it at the wrong time, at the wrong side of the algorithm, because I feel like no one saw it. And I still keep on getting people say that, you're not posting. Oh, it's so nice to see you on my timeline again. I'm posting. I'm here. I'm here. You just got to watch it. You got to like it. You got to comment. That way, it tells YouTube that it's a good video and it lets you see it. So let's get me back on your timelines. Let's get me back on your algorithm, all that good stuff. Thank you for watching, guys. Thank you for liking, commenting, because I know you guys will, and I appreciate it so much. We're at 57,000. Yay. A slow move, but I always say slowly but surely. Like I said, this is year 13 for me. So I'm in it for the long haul, not going anywhere. So we take our time. Slow growth works. If you guys want more style inspiration in between these videos, if you want to just see what's going on with me, make sure you're following me on TikTok and Instagram. I do post more often there, at least 3 to 4 times a week on each platform. Also, make sure you're following Aweloa by Monica as I continue to share my journey as a designer, a CEO, a brand owner. It's a lot of fun, but it's also a lot of work. It is a lot of work because I'm not doing this just to create something because I have you guys around now and it's for the buzz of it, but I really want to create something that's special, that has meaning, that has depth, that will really add value to you as a consumer, especially in a day and age where everybody's throwing shit at you guys. And I can say that everybody's throwing shit at you guys. Even when I was younger, everybody was throwing stuff, but now at a point where it's just so much. So I really wanted to make sure whatever I did, it had purpose, it had meaning, it had value, and most of all, it was paying homage to who we are as Black people, as Black designers, our creativity, to Africa as a continent, to Nigeria, my roots, all that good stuff. So make sure you check out Aweloa by Monica. It's funny because people who follow me don't even know I have a brand because of these damn algorithms. So I know I need to do a better job of just promoting myself. And I've been afraid for a long time, and I've confessed that a lot. But with this new mindset, what is there to fear, right? It's a matter of leaving it to God and knowing that you have a good product, knowing you have something that people use. It's funny, at lunch today, Titi called me out. She's like, you know, you're always promoting other people's things. You did this video for that person. You were hyping that person up. And then why aren't you doing that for yourself? And that took me aback. And she's like, what is the problem? What are you afraid of? And I really thought about that. And I'm like, and it's true. What am I afraid of? You know, I've had conversations with people where I was like, you know, I was just scared to ask. And I remember this was with Janae, and she's like, just ask. And that's the thing. Literally, it's as simple as that. Just ask. So, you know, it's a mind shift. It's a mix of the pride that I have, and it's a mix of pride and fear. So my work for self is just overcoming that and knowing that you are that girl. First of all, I knew I'm that girl, but I think it's the fear of failing is what's holding me back. But the more you surround yourself with people who will pour into you, the more you realize that there's no such thing as failing. You just have to keep on trying. And even if you fail, you get up, you dust yourself off, and you start all over. So, and there's no fear in that. Anywho, make sure you check out LOL by Monica. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. What are you waiting for? It's free. It's just free. It doesn't cost you anything. It's free. So make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell. That way you never miss a video. Guys, thank you so much for showing up for me. I love you guys to pieces, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, y'all stars.